What if you did give in? What if you did do that thing you didn't want to do? But what if you did do that thing you didn't want to do? You know what I mean? Something that did benefit you, something that was positive. I currently feel like maybe doing something, like how I said in the beginning, maybe doing something that is not going to benefit me, do something that might give me a sense of satisfaction for a few moments. But I know that if I really think about it right now, that it's not going to benefit me like whatsoever. It's not going to do shit for me. It's not going to make me happy. Maybe it's going to get that weight off my chest. But these fools don't give a frick about you. They do not, brother. I feel like everybody does is ultimately for their benefit. Why would you stick around, or why would you do something that's not benefiting you? And if it don't make no dollars, it make no sense. Crazy that's what stuff that makes you know stuff go around and kind of make people think about this and that about you. Maybe I don't know. I think it's very annoying. It's very stupid, but it is what it is. Ultimately, let people believe what they want to. Momentary things don't last. Not everything is forever. You know what I mean? I could buy you all these gifts, but at the same time, I could still say so many crap about you. I could still cheat on you. You know what I mean? And vice versa. It goes both ways. So what is it that anybody really wants? But there's a lot of times that I be thinking about, like quitting, stopping this, like stop making videos, stop being creative, stop doing anything at all, go back to what you were doing. And it was pretty sad what it was like before, like I used to not do shit. I used to have thoughts in my head, not good ones, and thoughts that were creative that maybe I didn't, you know, go through with them, that I didn't do anything about them, which is very sad too, because who would have known? Who knows what they would have done, those ideas if I had gone through with them. But I ain't gonna discredit the things that I've done, because I've done a lot of things. I've learned a lot of things. I've met a lot of really cool people in the process of just being myself, and maybe me figuring out what I have to do. That's why I also say that everything happens for a reason, that nothing is for nothing, that everything is technically a stepping stone to where you're gonna be. I learned that from somebody. Shout out to you, for real. I've been thinking about folks that are not here no more. Maybe not physically, but they're just not here. Like we are physically. Like they're not here with me right now. They can't be here because they're doing whatever they're doing. And I love that. Because it's crazy how you can love somebody so much that even regardless of not seeing them or talking to them anymore, that you can still have a lot of love for them. That you can still carry a lot of those things in your brain. That you can carry those, the way that they made you feel, the things that you shouldn't do, you shouldn't do. Maybe next time around, meeting somebody else. I also be thinking about like not doing nothing, period. Like to give me increments in my pocket or whatever you want to call it. But like that, then when is anything ever gonna change? When am I ever gonna, be able to show myself some love? That's not how things work, and I know that I need to be applying more pressure at the same time. But I know that at everybody's at their own pace. I heard that too once. That this isn't a race. It's a marathon. Everybody is ultimately doing their own thing. Everyone's figuring out their own thing. Everybody's, not on the same page as everybody. And it's sometimes very hard to understand that, because you might be like, oh, I thought we were on the same page, but, you know, sometimes that's not the case. And that's fine. It's just, you know, Maybe when you feel it in your gut. I don't know. I don't want to say don't shy away from having fun either, or not meeting people, or doing stuff that you want to do with that person. You know what I mean? I don't really missing this person right now, but I know they don't really miss me like at all, bro. Like they could give a flying fudge. But it is what it is, you know. I'm really not gonna give them more space in my head than I have to. You know, I just wanted to get this out before I went to sleep. Well, not really to sleep because I want to go cruise around a little bit, but we'll see what happens. See what happens. Go on a little late night cruise, but we'll really see what happens. But yeah, do really take care of yourself. I think I'm really starting to lock that in with y'all. You know, really take care of yourself. Anybody watching this video, I try my best every day to take care of myself, whether it's going to the gym, you know, reading the Bible, talking to myself, making these videos, talking to somebody else. You know, you gotta try to get out of your head. You gotta keep it moving. You gotta keep it pushing. You gotta keep stacking your chips. You gotta keep moving your stone. You know what I mean? Because if not you, then who? If not now, then when? Later, it might be too late. But take care of yourself, bro. Like I just said. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hope you have a sick ass day. Have a sick ass night. Whatever the time, place you're at right now. We do appreciate you. Love.